Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, John Rayleigh. We have a one-shot that we have run before, Magnum Opus. It was written by Matt Ryan and Noah Lloyd, and it's available from the Reckoning of the Dead website. I'm your host, and this is version 3. That being said, let's begin our journey into the darkness. His name is Arnold Spiegler. He's a 40-something comic book artist living in a small apartment in the sunny seaside city of San Damiel, California. Despite having dedicated over 20 years of his life to drawing, Arnie has never amounted to much. The majority of people have no idea who he is. However, he does have a small but loyal fan base, mostly in the underground comic book world. This makes him more approachable, even if he's moody. Most of his friends think that he was on the verge of throwing in the towel, but mainly because of so many years without any kind of real recognition. But things may be changing. Rumor has it that a few weeks ago, he began work on something special, something he has been calling his Magnum Opus. No one has seen it. He won't show it to anyone, not until it's finished. But he has been working feverishly, almost nonstop for weeks. Busy, he's always busy. Even so, if he stays in seclusion too long, people will start to forget him. So his manager has scheduled some exposure. He has a comic book signing starting at 11 a.m. over at Metropolis Books. His friends are there waiting for him to show up, but it's already 10 past 11. The bookstore manager approaches them. Guys, what's up? You're his friends. Where's Arnie?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while.
Well, he's supposed to be here.
Yeah, I'll look to the others. I'll be like, hey, Rick, you know him better than I do. What do you think?
I've got like 500 copies of Mutant Machine Man number 97 for him to sign.
Number 97,
and he's not here.
I haven't even gotten to read that one yet.
Well,
Can't wait to see how it ends.
I'm going to get a copy if he shows up to do it. You guys know where he lives, don't you?
Yeah.
Not too far, like 2 blocks over.
You guys have been there, right?
Well, look,
right around the corner.
Let's give him another 10 or 15 minutes.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have a Secret Turbine X issue 7 yet, would you?
Secret Turbine issue 7? Well, yeah, 7's over there on the
Oh, it is?
shelf.
Okay, cool.
That came out last week.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's great. That's my favorite. That's a good one. I don't know. He said, he was saying something about, he was supposed to announce something big today. I don't know. So.
Well, I mean, people have been talking about that he's supposedly working on something.
Yeah.
Nobody's seen him for a couple of weeks. But
that usually means he's working hard.
But his manager said that he would be here. Hey, would you guys maybe mind going and seeing? Maybe he's delayed, or maybe he fell asleep,
All right, we'll take care of it. We'll go see him.
Probably still working on his damn Magnum Opus. Very
that's
diligent.
what we're hoping to see someday. Hoping it's not just a dream of, nonsense.
Yeah. Let's hope he doesn't sell out.
I don't know. Do you guys think he does drugs? I mean, you would know, wouldn't you?
I haven't ever seen him with any drugs.
He doesn't seem to be the type.
If you wouldn't mind, maybe go check on him, see if he's coming.
Yeah.
See if he's even home.
Go. So just to give you an idea, Rick has got a baseball cap that's on backwards. He's got Oakley sunglasses, one of those D-bags who wears it inside no matter what. He's got the sleeves cut off his T-shirt, and his T-shirt is a Lieutenant Peterson Army Chief issue number 15 cover. He had a custom made. And of course he's got camo. He's got camo pants and boots, and thinks he's kind of a tough guy.
He's normally a bus driver. So
You don't talk about it.
So talk about that around the comic book friends.
That's right.
Yeah. Cody's kind of, I'm playing Cody. I'm kind of, kind of tall and a little bit wiry. A little athletic, but mostly more into like math and comics, especially the underground stuff. I've got like I've got a hat that I sort of, it's kind of a green hat that I just like sort of very carefully wrote an M onto for like, Mutant Machine Man. So it's kind of like my little MMM hat, I got going on with a couple M's I put on there. Just sort of a regular little get up. Maybe like a a college jacket. From like a local university.
Yeah.
Probably just walking in with a pair of jeans and a Secret Turbine X t-shirt. Not too much.
Nice.
Probably my favorite shirt because I generally wear it.
Oh, sure,
seeing
bro.
as I,
All right, so
seeing as
you're
I,
on.
go ahead.
Metropolis Books is on Main Street. So you head down a couple blocks to Arnie's place, which is on Cardinal. You find his apartment building, and he's up on the third floor in 3G. So there is a doorman or a security guard, I guess. You all, well, at least a couple of you know him, Mr. Banks. You boys here to see Arnie?
Yeah, I'm starting to get worried about him. I think he missed his book signing.
Oh boy, well, tell him hi from me. I don't read comic books, but I know I've seen you guys before.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hey, check some of it out sometime. Secret Turbine X, man. I'm gonna kind of like
not really
point
my
at the
thing.
T-shirt. I'll just kind of shrug and continue.
So you hop in the elevator and you go up to the third floor. And you go down the hallway to his apartment, to his door, which is closed. What do you guys do?
Say, you think we should knock? Maybe one of you guys could, you guys a little better. I've never been here before, so.
I'll knock. Dud, 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 dud.
There's no answer at first. There's a long delay, and then you hear, "Go away!"
Hey, Artie. It's Rick.
No. There's no more room. There's no more room.
Artie. Hey man, it's Rick. Open up, man. Come on.
I can't fit anymore.
I'm gonna like try the door handle, see if it's locked.
It's locked.
I'm gonna look over to Rick and just kind of like motion like maybe we should sort of like ask like maybe we should ask the doorman, see if anybody's got keys.
Everybody do listen.
I don't think they just open the door.
That's a fail with a 50.
I got a 2.
One moment, please.
Who got the 2, Daniel?
I failed.
Yeah, Brian.
Right.
Yeah,
Brian.
Yep.
Brian, you hear distinctly what sounds like a thud.
Oh. At this point, I'm like starting to get worried, and I'm kind of like thinking, like maybe we should just kick the door in.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking like I'm gonna kind of like share it with the rest of the people. Like maybe we should just kick open the door.
Yeah,
Worst
scoot
case
over.
Scenario.
Hey, you can't keep the door in. It's
Well,
private property.
But you said you heard a thump, right? He could have been falling over there, dying in there.
Hey, Artie. Yo, Artie. Bang, 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 bang. Artie.
Nothing. Not a sound.
All right, I'm gonna kick the door open. I'm gonna try to get it like push it open.
All right.
Worst case scenario, we buy a new. Worst case scenario, we'll buy a new door.
Yeah, I got 65. Let's see. I got a 72. Can I spend luck?
Sure.
All right, yeah, I'll spend the 7 luck. Make that a pass.
All right. So bang, the door flies open. You step into the room, and his apartment is kind of a split level sort of thing. It's got the main living area, and then it's kind of got a loft where his bedroom is. There There are art supplies all over the place, which you're used to. There are spatters of paint all over everything, which you're used to. He's got an illustrator's table. He's got work, obviously, that he's working on. There are jars of paintbrushes. There are ink things. There is stuff all over the place, but no Arnie.
Well, now that the door's open, you step inside. Hey, Artie! Artie!
You don't hear anything. You don't see anything.
I'm gonna start.
He's not very neat, so there's lots of pizza boxes and other things that, stuff that he's gotten from eBay and
Where are you, Arnie?
and little toys and things. But you go inside and you don't see anything.
I guess try start searching around that around the place. Arnie, where are you? We heard the thud. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm gonna search too.
It's not a big place, so it takes you literally 1 minute to cover the living room and to go up on the. There is no balcony. There is a window looking out over the street below.
Is it closed?
It's closed.
What about the bathroom?
The bathroom door is open.
We should open all look in. Open the shower curtain.
Right. Nobody in there. Cody, you said you were looking around. Do a spot hidden.
Sure. I got an 8.
All right. Setting on a table, kind of over to the side of his work area, there is something odd because your comic book stuff.
Right.
So you know what all the little plastic figures are and all of the Star Wars stuff and all of that stuff. There is an open cardboard box. The box looks like it's been sort of discarded onto the floor, but sitting on the table is a blue disc about this big around. Very strange looking. You don't recognize it as anything from a comic book or anything else.
Oh, wow. That's something.
Everybody else do spot hiddens as you're walking around the apartment.
Yeah, once I find this, I'll be like, hey, hey guys, I found something. You'll find anything that's pretty weird. Yeah.
Do you pick it up?
I will. Yeah, I'll pick it up and maybe start finding the others. But you can do that now.
It's odd. It seems to be made out of ceramics of some sort, like clay that's been glazed blue, and it's got writing all over it or little marks all over it. Yeah. Rick and Brian, how did you do on your spot hiddens?
I got a 39.
Is that a pass?
What did you guys eat?
Yes.
Okay. Well, as you guys are looking around, Rick, you're obviously looking for Artie. You've looked up in the loft. You've looked everywhere. He's not in the apartment. Cody, you're looking at that disc. It's not particularly heavy. Like I said, it feels like it's about the weight of a plate.
Okay.
All
right.
But Daniel, what you notice is over on a side illustration board is a big what would you call it, an illustrator's book. It's closed, but it's sitting there like this is probably what he's been working on. You know that it's maybe 300 pages thick. And it definitely, if you're going to call it a Magnum Opus, this looks like a Magnum Opus. It's large scale because usually comic book artists actually work on a large scale and then they shrink it down to put it in the book. So it's probably 11 by 17 in size.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start kind of like, I'm going to pick it up, start leafing through, but I'm going to call the other two over. Just kind of
Yeah,
like looking at the style.
Cody, what do you do with the what do you do
I'll
with
bring
the
it.
disc?
I'll bring it over and come talk with him. Like, hey, look, I found that. I'm gonna like, oh yeah, wow, that might be the thing he was working on. But look, I found this weird thing, this weird disc too.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is that resin?
I don't know. I mean, it's the symbols kind of look like something I'd study in like like an ancient history class or something. But it's almost like it's ceramic or something. I don't know.
Cody, do a history.
Sure. Yeah. I got 45. I got a 48. I can spend the 3 luck.
You want to spend 3 luck?
Yeah, I'll spend it.
You're pretty sure it's cuneiform.
Oh, cuneiform. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh.
But very strange. You've never seen it written out like that.
Yeah, I've never seen cuneiform like this.
So, Rick, you're looking at it too?
Yeah.
All
Maybe
right.
this is like some kind of mock-up he did for his new project, man. This is cool.
Yeah.
What is it? If you say it feels like ceramic, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Well,
Could it be resin?
without doing a knowledge roll, I'll tell you that it was sitting on the table, partially unwrapped. You're pretty sure it came out of that box, but it was just laying there, like like it wasn't really that important. All right, Daniel, you go over to his Magnum Opus and you open it up, and the entire book is inked. It's all in black and white with splashes of color here and there, and it's phenomenal. As you're leafing through the pages, it seems to be telling the story of another world, and the other world is unlike anything that you've ever even imagined. It's as if life there bubbles and oozes and changes form and moves from one form to another and travels across interstellar distances and I would like you all to do spot hidden rolls as you're looking at this.
You're like, what you got over there, Brian?
I'm just like, I don't even respond. I'm just like too kind of enraptured and looking at it.
I got a 47, so regular.
I got a regular success.
All right. How well did you do, Rick?
I got a 49 out of 50.
Okay, so you both just made it.
Yeah.
All right. So the two of you are sort of looking over Brian's shoulders as he is doing this, and each of you notices something different. One is, let's say you're sitting there. Let's say Rick, as you're standing there, and your peripheral vision is you're seeing the room around you, and there's a big splatter of purple paint that has been there for ages on the top of his desk. And as you're looking at this, you suddenly look up and you notice that maybe the light has changed or something, but that purple spot right in front of your eyes seems to be fading off to gray. And Cody, you're standing there, and from your perspective, looking at the book and looking at Brian and everything, you can see Arnie's green couch. It's hideous. It's a hideous old green couch, but it's comfortable. And as you're looking at it, it also begins to fade off into the gray. Like maybe there's something wrong with your vision. You feel a little lightheaded as well.
Hey, Rick, Brian, you guys feeling all right? I don't know. I'm not. My head feels a little weird.
I sort of like
Brian, you look up and you start to look around the room as well, and you start to notice that everything seems to be fading into gray. All the color in the room seems to be bleeding out, and you're feeling a little lightheaded. Like maybe there's something in the air, or...
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of like put my hand on my head and kind of kind of be, like, kind of look a little bit surprised. It's just like, what the hell's going on? I'm gonna like look over at Cody after he sort of made that question. We're like, just no, what's going on?
After a couple of seconds of this, of wondering what's going on, the sort of nausea fades away, but everything has turned to black and white and gray around you, and the book is gone.
Are we black and white?
Yeah, I was
no, you're all in color.
Okay.
Huh.
Oh.
What the fuck? Guys. Takes off his Oakley glasses for the first time. What the fuck is that? What's going on? I go to the window. Look out the window.
You look out the window. Do a spot hidden for me. All right. Well, what you notice when you look out the window is everything is in black and white. Your first thought, though, would be that there's something wrong with your eyes.
Right.
Obviously, the whole world can't turn to black and white, but...
what's going on? We're still in color, but what happened to the world around us?
I'm gonna be kind of like rubbing my eyes, and like kind of when I see that doesn't do much, I'm gonna like start like touching like the fabric of the couch and kind of touching all the stuff that like all the color faded out of.
It all feels the same.
Yeah.
And if any of you also look out the window, you can do spot hiddens for me.
Sure. No, that's an 84.
All right.
Low roll.
Brian?
53. I'll burn 3 luck on that.
Okay. When you're looking out the window, you're not only noticing that everything is in black and white, but objects in the distance. Well, for instance, when you're looking out, you can see other apartment buildings across the street. They look fairly well detailed, but the buildings on the block behind them don't have any detail, and the ones behind them are just black rectangles.
Weird. I'm gonna kind of like step back.
The details of everything distant has disappeared.
I'm gonna
it's like you're looking at it. It's like you're looking at an illustration.
Yeah, I'm gonna step back. Like I'm gonna close my eyes. Just like I'm just gonna like I won't be able to even say anything. I'll just be so like confused.
You can all do sanity rolls.
I was just thinking that.
All right,
ooh, I think I failed.
24.
Yeah, I failed. I got a 64. What's the fail?
All right. If you fail, do just a 1D, just 1 or 2 points, 1 to 2.
So okay, D2, sure. So I'll roll a D4 and round down.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 4, so that's gonna be 2.
Yeah.
Oof.
So I'll take 2, go to 53. So I'm just like, oh, okay, wait, guys. I don't mean to alarm any of you, but did you ever play that old game for what was it? Sega? I think it was like the Genesis or something. You know, it was a Comics Zone or something with an X. You know what I'm talking about? It's like this game. It's like this beat 'em up, and it's about like this guy in a comic book, and he jumps in the comic book and he starts beating him up. You know what I'm talking about?
Virtual Fighter on Sega.
I'm gonna like step back from the window and just be like, guys, we're in a comic book.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that video game where the guy jumps in the comic book. Like I don't know how or what's going on.
To see if this is, to make the connection that this is his style of art.
You would know his style of art. What you saw in the book was definitely his style, although really well refined. What you're looking around as if reality itself has changed. It doesn't look like art so much as a black and white photograph, except that everything seems to be lined in black. When you look around the room, all of the details are here. Every little bottle of paint, and it's all there, but it seems to be in black and white with like a little thin black outline around everything.
So reality is cell shaded. Okay, this is fucking weird.
This is like the art from Mutant Man Machine 97, but like better.
Oh my God, you're right.
I think you're onto something there, Rick.
Did I? Man, you guys weren't smoking drugs. You guys didn't like slipping drugs or something, did you? This is...
What? When would we have even done that? That's not how drugs work, Rick.
Maybe there was like some kind of inhalant on the pages. Maybe there was some inhalant in the air, in the paint. I don't know.
I don't know, but
I'm sorry, your voice keeps fading out. Do you have it maybe set for like voice recognition that it's not turning on until you talk? Yeah.
Take a look.
Yeah, hang on, let me check.
Because it's like you're way out here, and then you're loud, which is what that thing did that we turned off. But
all right.
Sound.
How's that?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's better.
Yeah, it might be the external mic. I may need to adjust its settings, but I'll screw it.
Yeah, that's better. Just make sure, like you said, that it's not on auto adjust. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure that's off.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's
all right.
jump back in.
So what are you all gonna do? You're in this room.
Like I said, can I take I'm going to just breathe in deep. Are there any weird chemical smells in the room?
There's no smell whatsoever.
He didn't have a computer, did he?
Yes, he did.
Is it still here?
Yeah, it's still there.
All right. Can I try to like log on to it, turn it on?
Yeah, when you turn it on, there's nothing. It just stays black.
Huh. This is all wacky and weird, guys. I don't know what's going on here.
Rick, you even find a piece of pizza that's sitting in the thing, and it has no smell at all. Nothing. You gonna try it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm trying to get it.
It has no flavor. It tastes like you're eating cardboard.
Ew.
It doesn't taste very good, Rick?
Nah, man, that pizza place sucks anyway. I don't know why you ordered from there, but that tastes like cardboard.
I'm gonna be like looking around, and I'm gonna kind of look in my pocket, see if I still got my phone on me.
You still have your phone, yes, but it is now black instead of whatever it was, purple.
Wait,
okay.
I conceal carry because I'm that kind of douchebag. My 38, what does it look like?
Looks like a gun.
Whoa, Rick! Whoa!
I'm
what
gonna
are you
step
doing,
back.
man?
His phone looked weird. I want to see if that looked weird.
Also, I'm telling you, this is like some this is like some Comic Zone type stuff. Okay, if a monster shows up, you're gonna have to shoot it. Okay, but you're gonna if you run out of bullets, we're gonna have to find a power up. Okay, and then I don't know where the power ups are. I don't know how the system works.
Is anybody here like an artist? Maybe we could like draw stuff. I don't know.
No, man, I'm a writer.
Draw a better gun.
I'm an English major. I'm like an English and history major.
Not as useful as an art degree.
Okay. So, maybe we should check and see what things are like outside the apartment. Maybe go down to the sidewalk and see what's going on. Just an idea.
Sure.
All right? All right.
I'm with you. I'm right behind you.
So let's all just act casual. Let's act casual.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nothing's
yeah,
gonna
casual. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So you step outside, you push open the door, which is broken, which is busted. You push it open and you step out into the hallway. And the first thing that you notice when you step into the hallway is that there's somebody down at the end of the hall, and they seem to be facing towards you. They're in black and white, and when you look at them, you see that it's a woman. She's in a dress, and you think you recognize her as Mrs. Lancaster, who lives across the hall. But she doesn't seem to be moving.
Brian's gonna go like, "This is just too surreal. I can't even believe any of this shit is happening." I want to like slowly approach her, kind of like waving my hand, like,
Okay.
"Hey."
As you
Lancaster.
approach her, do a spot hidden as you approach her.
All right. 96. No bueno.
Okay.
Sorry, 99. My mistake.
Okay. It looks like she's posed as if she was in mid-stride. She has her purse in her hand, and she seems to have been walking towards her apartment, and she's just stuck there. Is anybody else getting up close and looking?
Sure.
Do a spot hidden.
Nope. I also got I got a 95.
right.
Rick, you see anything?
I got a 05.
Oh, you got
Nice.
a 5. Okay.
Yeah.
They both think that she's just standing there, but as you look, and you look really closely, and you stare, and you try to find some means of measurement, you realize that she is moving, but she's moving extremely slowly.
I'm gonna like try to put my hand on her shoulder and be like, "Miss Lancaster?"
You
Kind of
can't
worried.
you can't seem to really move her, although her clothing moves when you do it, and you see that it almost tears like tissue paper when you touch the part of her dress, let's say on her shoulder, and she has no reaction to it. She's just moving very slowly. One of you thinks you see her blink, and she blinks very slowly and seems completely unaware of your presence. And she is completely in black and white. What do you guys do?
Mrs. Lancaster, are you all right?
Obviously, you can't see anything happening. So.
Yeah. Maybe we should just move on. I don't know what's going on here. I don't like it.
So weird, guys. Whoa, I don't know. Wow.
I don't know. Maybe there was just some drugs. I don't think you can't be in a comic book. That's not physically possible.
I don't know.
Wait. I'm gonna look around. Can I? Like, this is crazy. This is such a crazy idea. Is there a way to look out of the comic up at whoever's reading the comic? Like,
no, it just looks like the hallway that you've been in many times before. Just no color.
I'm going crazy. This is nuts.
I just see I'm like, what are you looking at, Rick? We're just in like the hallway.
I don't want to talk about it.
I know it's all weird and comic book. Let's try to get to the street like you said.
All right. Go to the elevator.
All right. You go to the elevator and you hit the button, and the light doesn't come on immediately. But after a couple of seconds, you see it get brighter and brighter and turn on. And you find yourself waiting for the elevator. But after a couple of minutes, there's still no elevator.
Maybe we should take the stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah, that might be a little faster.
There are definitely stairs.
let's do it.
Okay.
All right, so you go down the stairs, go down 2 flights of stairs, and you come out in the, I guess the lobby, whatever you'd call it, where the mailboxes and stuff are. And standing just outside the door, you can see Mr. Banks, the doorman, who seems to be in the same state as Mrs. Lancaster. He's standing there. He's got a cigarette, which he's smoking, but he's not moving, and the smoke seems to just be hanging in the air in front of him. But it's moving very slowly. Now, as you step out onto the street, there are some odd things wrong. You definitely can see there are high-rise buildings in the middle of San Damiel, which from here you should be able to see quite clearly. You can see them, but they're just black. You can't even see if there's windows. It's just like somebody drew the shape of the building in the sky.
This doesn't look right.
There are also no cars anywhere on the street. It's like it's deserted.
Can we walk down the sidewalk? I guess, is there like a building that we can see and try to like walk to it to see if the details start filling in, or?
Yes, and they don't. And what's more is, I mean, whether you think about it or not, when you're walking on the street, you are noticing little piles of leaves and little pieces of garbage in the gutters and things like that. None of those things are there. It's like it's perfectly clean.
I want to make a listen check to
Okay.
see if it sounds like the city.
No, it's dead silent.
Dead silent. So I hear nothing.
Right.
This is so eerie and weird. I almost feel like I need another sanity check. This is really
Okay.
freaking me out.
You can do another sanity check if you want.
Don't make that one. I don't make that one.
I'm good. All right.
All right.
Nice.
Just do another 1 or 2 points of damage.
Okay.
I rolled but passed.
Where?
All right. Let's see.
Think.
Look, I mean, it's like, look. There's got to
60.
be only one explanation for this. I mean, we are in an experimental something that we stumbled into in his house. This is some sort of art piece that's in his house. Maybe I don't know. I have no idea. This looks like a comic book.
Do we still
That
have
can't
that-
be true.
I failed my sanity as well.
No,
Oh!
he set that down someplace upstairs when he.
But
started
is it
freaking
still
out.
is it still upstairs though? We should go check.
Yeah.
Let's go back upstairs.
Well,
All right.
we can run.
Yeah.
You run back upstairs, and you can't find where you put the disc, but the packaging and stuff is still there.
I'm going to check the packaging. Or is there a note or anything in there?
There is a receipt from eBay, although it's showing no financial transaction and no return address, and but it's addressed to Arnie. And the only note on the receipt is with my compliments. But no
There's
disc.
no.
Look, we gotta find Arnie. He wasn't in his apartment. He had to have gone here. Okay, we gotta look for him.
Do any of you look out the window while
Sure.
you're up here?
Yeah. I'll take another look at the window.
Do a spot hidden for me.
Okay. No, I failed. 72.
Okay. So you're over there and you're looking out the window, and for just a second, you think you see movement down on the street. But when you look, whatever it was must have moved around a corner, or you can't see it now clearly, but you're almost dead sure you saw something move.
Like, hey, guys, I thought I almost saw something move on the street, but I couldn't get it. Couldn't quite see it.
Can we open the window?
Yes.
Well, it's either a monster or it's Artie, right?
I mean,
Artie's not here. What was he saying before we went inside? He said he couldn't fit anymore. What does that mean? It's got to mean something. And then he's not here. Maybe he's here. He wasn't in his house. Maybe he's here with us.
Right, that's what I mean. I think that Arnie went in as well. I guess let's go back down. Let's see what that was.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing we can do.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. So you run down the stairs, go back out onto the street, and you're pretty sure you've got a general direction. It was something over that way. So you start moving down the street. How are you going down the street? Are you running? Are you walking? Are you going cautiously?
I vote for cautious.
Sure.
I'm not afraid.
I'm gonna just try to match everybody else's pace, like looking around.
Be safe. Safety first.
All right. Let's all right, let's say you move a couple of blocks in that direction, and who's going first, second, and third? Or maybe you're walking all.
I have the gun. I'll go first. Then
All
big
right.
one, biggest one.
So
Most
Rick,
training.
you get to the edge of a building, and as you go past it, or as you're about to go past it, you can see maybe a block or so ahead of you that there is someone, you're going to guess probably a guy, and he's just now beginning to walk across the street. He seems to be walking like he's maybe slightly injured, sort of dragging a foot as he goes across the street. And he's quite a ways away from, and he's in color.
That's what I want to know. So he's in color.
Okay.
I'm going to take a gamble here. But I'm still going to have the weapon ready. Artie! Artie!
There's no reaction from this person. He continues to walk across the street.
Come on, guys, let's go. Let's get this. See who this is.
Come on, Artie, it's us. Come on.
So I'm going to move at a fairly brisk pace down there to intercept that guy.
Okay. When you are about 50 feet from him, you're pretty sure it ain't Artie. Hair color is wrong. It's not his style of clothing. The guy's wearing maybe a yellowish colored shirt. He's not exactly wearing bright colors. You'd say they're kind of dull colors, but it's definitely brighter than the black and white and everything around you. As you approach within 20 feet, do a spot hidden.
Just Rick or everybody?
Well, you can all do it because you're all right behind Rick.
Nope.
13.
Just a regular success.
Okay.
Brian?
Brian?
13.
Ooh, is
Okay.
that hard or extreme? Just hard?
For
right.
spot hidden, I think it's a hard. Yeah, not
Okay.
extreme.
All right, so this is the way it goes. Rick, you're up in the front. You've got the gun. You don't notice anything, but you're going to obviously keep going towards this guy.
Right.
Cody, you begin to suspect that there is something odd about this person. You're still only kind of seeing the back, as he's walking, a little bit of the side to the back, but you're almost thinking that maybe that one leg is longer than the other one, which is why he's sort of dragging himself. And Brian, you got a really good roll. So you notice that there's something wrong with the shape of the guy's body. It's like one arm is too long, one leg is too long. And is that an ear on the back of his head?
I'm gonna probably like jump back. Look up! What the hell? What the hell? I'll start screaming at like Rick to like move away from him.
All right.
Like, Rick,
well, Rick has probably crossed the distance before you even say anything. What do you do, Rick? You're coming right up next to the guy.
I didn't really notice anything wrong here, so I'm like, hey, mister, I'm not going to touch him, and I'm not going to point the gun at somebody. I'm not going to use it. Hey, so my weapon's down at my side. Hey, mister, hey, buddy.
Do you get in a position where you think that he can see you?
Yeah, I'm going to move around him. I'm not going to come up and surprise him. I just want to get this view.
The second you move around him, what you do notice, you can't help but notice it, is this guy is severely deformed. That one of his arms seems to be longer than the other. One of his legs is definitely longer than the other. You're pretty sure his right arm is a white guy and his left arm is a black guy. And his face is wrong. His nose is not where it should be. And his eyes are kind of odd. His ear is missing and it's in the back. And you can see stitch marks on his body like he's been stitched together. Now, when he sees you, you could do a sanity roll, but when he sees you, he suddenly looks extremely surprised. He stops where he is and he starts to turn around and see all the rest of you. So now you're all seeing what he's seeing. You can all do
sanity roll.
Yep. Yay!
I made it.
Right. Yeah, I got 20. I got a 27.
84. 84. No bueno.
Oh, geez.
All right. Just lose. You do a 1d4 on that if you lost. A 1d2 if you didn't.
Okay.
That's fair.
Another 2 for me.
Oof.
This is crazy. It's crazy stuff.
All right.
What is
4 sanity?
He looks at you, and he kind of opens and closes his mouth, but nothing's coming out. You can see that he has missing teeth. You're not sure that his tongue is in there correctly. It's quite alarming, but he seems really like surprised that you're here. And then immediately he starts to walk back across the street the way he came. Like,
hey.
And he's picked up the pace. He's trying to walk faster. He's walked past you. He's not fast. You can easily catch up to him, but it's like he's now going back where he came from. He stopped whatever he was doing, and
Dude, buddy.
He's not listening.
Can you talk?
Nothing's coming out when he opens his mouth.
Hey.
You're moving around in front of him?
Yeah. I'm not going to...
When you do, he kind of stops and he looks alarmed, but he tries to work his way around you and back onto the sidewalk so that he can go back where he came from.
I'm going to circle back to the guys.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, do you know where Buddy is? Or our buddy Arnie?
That guy is fucked up.
Yeah.
What the hell happened to him?
I don't know, man.
It's like some kind of Franken guy.
Whoever illustrated this place must not be that great.
Franken dude. He's definitely a Franken dude. Let's follow him.
All right. I mean, we got to find Arnie, but all right.
I mean, he's the only the real thing in here in a weird way. Maybe there's people where he comes from. Couldn't hurt.
Maybe. I guess. All right, let's follow him.
Right.
If we all agree.
All right. So this guy keeps shambling. And he shambles rather quickly, and he never looks back to see if you're there. We could say do a psychology roll. I don't know if any of you have.
Sure. Yeah, I have like 40.
Psychology. I have a 10.
No, I got 76.
You can
I
try.
failed.
I'll give it a
Yeah.
shot. 26.
So
How much luck do I have?
Well,
I'm not.
you
gonna
can't
burn all the luck
figure
on
you
that.
can't figure out anything about this guy, but you can all do spot hiddens as well as this guy is shambling.
I also failed
33.
that. That's a 99.
33.
What? Huh? Where? There you
Normal
go.
Pass.
All right. Anybody pass?
I did normal pass.
Okay.
I got a hard success.
It takes you maybe 10 minutes following behind this guy, and he's not particularly fast, but he's not slowing down. He's going kind of as fast as he can. But those of you who passed, you suddenly notice down the street, on the other side of the street, walking this way, but a long way off, is another guy. He's also in color, and he's also kind of shambling.
I'm gonna kind of look at everybody and be like,
He's not moving
follow
quickly.
him.
He's just moving like the guy did originally.
are they going in the same direction?
No. The other one seems to be moving just slowly along the road, coming this direction.
I'm gonna look at everybody and be like, do you want to follow this guy? Yeah. And do you want to follow this guy, or I'm gonna point to the other one
I
all
don't
the
know.
way out?
I mean, what do you guys think?
I don't know.
I don't know either, man. This shit is so weird, man. So does he look deformed too, Tom?
He's a long way off, so it's hard to tell, but you think he's got the same sort of gait. It's different, but yeah, it's the harder you concentrate and look, the more he looks like he's been put together wrong.
What if we try to go to the comic store?
Comic store's not far, a couple of blocks over.
Okay.
Yeah, we could try to go to Metropolis Books.
Okay. Yes.
Maybe Arnie's there? I don't know. Let's try it.
And it's
Or I'd
someplace we
rather
don't
be.
know.
All right. So you leave off this exploration and you head down the street. Do a luck roll.
Oh, geez. Who is the...
You
Who's
can
got
all
luck?
do luck rolls.
Okay, cool. We've got 40 left.
Nope, 99.
Ooh, I got a 65. That's a fail for me.
Tom,
Mhm.
what was the roll? You cut
Luck.
out there and I missed it. Luck.
Luck.
I got a 08.
Okay.
Ooh.
Success.
And Brian,
What
what
is
did you
success?
get?
Oh, I got a 99.
Okay. That's really bad. All
I
right.
got a 65.
Now there's a way to get to the bookstore. It's kind of a shortcut down an alley. And Brian chooses he thinks that that's the way you're going to go. So he turns into the alley, and Cody, you're right behind him, and the both of you stop dead in your tracks. And Rick, you realize they've stopped, and you look back. They're looking down the alley, and there's nothing down the alley. It's just white. It's blank. There is no alley. It's just blank.
I'm gonna take a step back
Yeah.
if I can.
Go forward and touch
You
it.
can.
Do I feel anything?
When you move forward, you seem to be moving into a kind of a white void. But you can't really move very far into it. You move into it a few feet, you look around and realize that there's nothing there. It's just white. And you feel like you're walking off of a cliff, or, you know, yeah, it's terrifying. So you back up immediately, back
It's
on
like,
where the street is drawn.
it's like in Skyrim when you get to the edge of the world and you can't go any further.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
It's like the edge of the world.
What do we do? Is there another way to get to
Yeah,
Metropolis
you can
Books?
just go around the buildings.
All right, let's just ignore this, guys. It's not important. It doesn't matter. It's just a street that doesn't exist, I guess.
Yeah,
I need
it
another
doesn't
sanity
happen
roll.
anymore.
You can do another sanity roll if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might need one.
Good. 10.
Ooh, I passed that one. 14.
Right.
I passed.
You're getting a little bit inured to the weirdness. So
I suppose.
we'll just take 1 point of damage if you fail. All right, you move around the build. You walk down the street and around the buildings a long way, and you get to the bookstore. Now the bookstore is I'm going to just say it's pretty well drawn. It looks like the bookstore. It's got the signs in the bookstore window. Maybe some of the detail is missing. And when you there is like what would be the same as on the building. There's like a glass door in black and white. When you push through the door and you look inside, there's all the shelves with all of the comic books, except that they're not really clear. It's almost as if there's just like one long thing with lines representing the books, but there's no actual books or anything there, and there's nobody in there.
Dang it. Like, Arnie, where are you?
Are there any hand-drawn people in here? Black and white
No.
people in here?
No people at all.
I'm gonna go up to the books and like see if I can maybe like touch them or like see if they have any texture to them or if it's just like flat.
They don't have any substance to them. It's like they're not books at all. They're just cardboard representations of books. There's no real texture to them. Everybody do a spot hidden.
No.
No. Yeah, 74.
80. No, not a chance.
98.
Yeah. Okay. So none of you noticed the gigantic monster.
No!
Oh no!
All right. Everything is just so fucking eerie.
Yeah.
It's silent. It smells. There's no smell. You're not even sure that, that are you breathing? Yeah, you're breathing. But, it started, the anxiety of it starts to get to you.
Tom.
Yeah.
I know that at the coffee shop here, they have, or at the bookstore here, they've got a little self-serve coffee thing for things, and you can just go over. I'm just going to go over to one of the urns, take a cup, push down on the top of it to see if any coffee comes out.
Nothing happens.
I'm going to go to a faucet.
Yeah, there's no water.
We're looking around like, this is impossible. It just doesn't make any sense. Voids to nowhere and
So
nothing's moving.
if the books look like representation of books, and so there's a fountain like just the next, a couple doors down, there's a little park, and I know that there's a fountain there. I really want to see if the fountain, because that fountain's always on and always gushing water. I really want to see if it's like going to be drawn lines that represent water or if it's just going to be empty. I need to find this out. So
All
guys, come with me. Let's just go check that fountain, see what it's like.
Sure.
Just going to walk down there. It's only like a 5-minute walk.
It's not even 5 minutes, but yeah, you walk down to the end of the block and you come to the place where there's the plaza and the fountain. The fountain is there, but there's nothing. There's no water. But there's also a number of other things around the plaza. You notice the Crocker building, which you think is like a luxury hotel. You would have said you think that it's 39 floors high, but
Right.
when you look at it, it's like the windows seem to disappear once they go up maybe 4 or 5 floors, and then the building becomes just this black pillar that goes up as high as you can see it. It seems to just go on forever up into the sky. You also notice a similar thing over on one side is the Damiel Cathedral. The Damiel Cathedral is just a big black shape with no details on it at all. Other buildings are similar. The Bancroft building, where ITD radio comes from, is just kind of a background thing. You also notice another one of these shambler people walking across the street. He, however, sees you. And he's not shambling so much as the other one was. But you get the strong impression, once again, that there's something severely wrong with him. Not like the other one at all. It's almost like his head has been skewed over to one side, and you think that he might actually have an extra limb, although it's not a complete limb on one side. And when he was shambling when you came to look at the fountain, when he saw you, he immediately looked surprised and began shambling faster than the other one, but not away, but down the street, possibly to the same destination as the first one.
Let's follow him all the way this time.
Yeah. Tom, I remember Artie and I had a conversation, a while back about forced perspective. When you look at you look at the comic and they draw it bigger. It's not like they're deformed because somebody drew them to be forced perspective, is it? Or is it just straight up deformity?
Oh, well, I think one of you said Frankenstein earlier. It almost gives you the impression like they've been stitched together from different pieces.
Different people.
That's worse.
And not done very well.
That's worse.
Worse. I do like that line of thinking with the deformity, but then why would one be a arm on a white ski? Yeah, that'd be weird.
Yeah, and why would his ear be on the back of his head?
Yeah, what?
I don't know, kind of.
Yeah. What kind of perspective is that?
All right. So you're following this one.
Mm-hmm.
You follow him down the street, back towards the same street that you were on originally. And as he gets to the corner to make the turn, he suddenly stops. And the one that you saw suddenly comes from around the corner and meets him. And you see them shamble, looking at each other for a moment, and then they both turn back. They're looking around the corner at something, and you guys see a shadow on the street of something moving towards them from around the corner, and it's big and it's bizarrely shaped. You think that there might be some sort of tentacle-like things, and it overshadows them, and all of a sudden coming around the corner. Now, you guys are far enough back that you can take cover if you want to, but what comes around the corner is ridiculously colored. It's extremely bright, almost neon colored. It stands about 15 feet tall. It's conical shaped with 4 appendages sticking out of the top that are quite different. It looks like 2 of them have enormous claws, and there's kind of a ball-shaped head, you think, and the other one seems to have like tubes, and they seem to be trying to tell it that they've seen something.
I'm gonna try and dive for any kind of cover, like just like getting a glimpse of this thing. I'm just gonna like dive anywhere.
Should we roll sanity for seeing that? Or?
Yeah, you can roll.
Oh yeah,
sanity.
that would also make sense.
I failed that one.
All right.
33.
Fail, you do a 1d6 this time.
Okay.
Any penalty for success?
You can take a couple of points.
That's going to be 4. So I'm going to 47.
All right. How'd you do, Rick?
I failed, and I'm taking 3.
Okay. But you guys have all kind of dived for cover. There seems to be a few moments of bizarre exchange between the 3 things, and then the shamblers kind of move to the side, and this huge conical object, creature thing, slides around the corner. It doesn't seem to have feet. Reminds you of some sort of gigantic slug. And the 2 shamblers start following behind it. It is moving down the street in your direction, in your general direction, but it's on the other side of the street. You can hear it. You can hear it sliding on the asphalt. It makes a kind of a sandpapery sound as it's going.
What the fuck is this?
What the fuck?
All right.
I'm going to practice not being seen. I'm going to get down as low as I can and just, like
Okay.
big tough guy Rick is just going to huddle in fear.
What you see is the conical shaped thing and its 2 companions going past you and heading towards the park where you just were.
God damn it.
And you can see that the conical thing has left this big slime trail along the ground behind it. Okay, buddy? My dog.
Yeah, I got my cat coming around. Anyway,
I see slime trail and he goes,
yeah.
What kind of dog is that?
Oh boy, where?
That's no dog. It's got crab arms.
yeah.
Got tentacles.
All right. So what do you guys do once this thing's gone past?
What the hell are we gonna do?
Go
What
the
was
opposite
that?
direction.
Say like go where, like maybe follow the slime trail where it was.
Yeah.
So
Maybe.
go reverse. Yeah. Backtrack.
God damn it, Artie. What did you start here?
I'm gonna like whisper to the rest of them like, everybody be quiet. We don't want to alert that thing.
I'm trying to be quiet.
All right. We'll say what would make most sense is you go back to the end of the block and then you cross the street really quickly while that thing is down there by the park.
Mhm.
All right. And you can see its slime trail. Its slime trail is almost 15 feet wide. And it's like snail slime. It's thick and gooey.
And is it rainbow color? Is it
Kind of.
multicolored?
It's kind of a yellowish color.
Okay.
You can see it going back along the sidewalk, and after a minute or so along the street, you can see that it turns and there is an old theater. It's the Harrison Theater. You can see that there are multiple slime trails around this theater, and that there are 2 of those shamblers up on the porch, or up on the steps going up. The slime trail doesn't go to the front. The slime trails go around the sides of it, but you can see them leading off into other parts of the city.
I think we need to get inside there. That theater. Something's important about that theater. Maybe Arnie's in there.
Maybe that's where they live. Maybe there's like 40 of them in there.
No. Look, the trail doesn't go to the front entrance. It just goes around like they're making patrol.
You would meet like they want something that's in there?
No, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying they don't actually go inside. They just go around it, and they got some of their like weird Franken people lackeys out front.
Do an idea roll.
Sure. I'll spend the 4. I'll spend the 6 luck to make that a success. Can I do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
34 luck. What am I thinking?
What you're thinking is, I mean, you've probably watched old movies and stuff at the Harrison Theater.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that it was also a regular theater where they had stage stuff.
Right.
Considering the size and the fact that these things slide, it wouldn't be able to go through the front doors. But the back of the theater has very large doors so that they can bring sets in and out.
Yeah, they could probably go in through there.
You're guessing that all of these trails lead around towards the back.
Could we reconnoiter? Could we sneak around the back, have a look, and see if they went in that way?
Problem of where you are right now is there are 2 of those shamblers on the porch.
Right.
I keep saying porch. It's not a house. It's a theater.
I mean, worst case scenario, if those things are in there, maybe we could burn it down or destroy it or something. If those things turn out to be hostile. I mean, hell, it's just in our world. We don't have to pay for it.
What is going on here?
How long are you going to stand here?
Maybe we could sneak around the back, or we could try to take them out and go in through the front. I don't know. I mean, at this point, we got to try something.
Do listen rolls.
All right.
That I think I got a 40, so exactly, or just under 45.
42.
Regular success.
I got a 42. My listen is
Nope.
How you doing, buddy?
Failed it.
All right.
I failed.
All right. So Cody's the first one that notices. But as you guys are standing there looking at this, you start to hear off in the distance that sandpapery scraping sound coming from back where you came from. And off in the distance, you see that cone thing coming back around the corner and maybe heading in this direction with its 2 companions, it's the shamblers. So it'll see you in a few minutes or a few seconds if you guys stay where you are.
Can we get to can we go through its trail into the theater without it seeing us? Are we already on that side, or
you're on the street and it's coming in your direction? You'll have to go around the corner and then around the building itself to get to the back of the hotel. I mean, the theater. And there's not really any, there's an alleyway on either side of the theater.
They look like empty void alleys, or?
No, they look like the regular alleys, but they're slime trails.
Quick, let's go.
Yeah, motion to everybody to move forward, and I'll start to kind of crouch run over there, quickly.
I would like you all to do dex rolls.
All right. Ooh, yeah, I think, let's see, 47 is just regular pass.
Okay. Anybody fail?
I got an extreme success.
Okay.
I failed by 6. I'm going to spend that luck so I don't mess it all up.
Okay.
Thank
So,
you.
Brian, what happens to you is you're the one who steps onto some of that slime, and you start to slip, but you catch yourself.
Yeah.
Rick manages to dance across it as if it's not even there. All right, you start to move around the side of the theater, and you can definitely hear noises coming from inside the theater. As you come around, you're almost to the back when you notice two more of these giant cone things in the back of the theater. They don't seem to have noticed you, and they do have the back doors wide open. And one of them is going inside and one of them is coming out. And now you can smell something. It smells like chemicals or like antiseptic or something along
Acetone?
those bleachy sort of smell.
No.
Foul smell.
Are there any exterior windows on the side of the building on which we are currently standing?
There are, but they're like upstairs on the second floor. Down here, there's no windows because it's a theater.
Should we try to like hide behind some trash cans or something and wait for the slime, the conical to go by?
There's no trash cans or anything along the sides here. Everything is pretty much empty except for
Is there
because
is there
these
a
things have
fire
been using
escape?
them to go back and forth.
Is there like a fire escape to get to the second floor?
There is an old fire escape. It's damaged towards the ground, but you might be able to climb up it or boost yourselves up it.
Okay.
Does it look like rickety, like it's gonna fall?
Can't really tell.
Oh, all right.
So do a jump roll, and if you get the jump roll, you can get to the bottom rung and pull it down.
Can I give one of them a boost with my strength?
Yes,
okay.
You can do that. So if you do that, then you get a hold of the bottom rung and you pull down the ladder.
Okay.
All right.
I'll give one of them a boost, yeah.
I failed.
All right. I will go for it. 79. I think my jump is probably not that high. It's 20.
Okay. Well, I think that with the boost,
too.
you've managed to pull it down.
Okay.
You can go up the ladder. You manage to get up to the first landing, then to the second landing, and then it doesn't go anywhere else. There's a maybe a door going into the theater up above.
Okay.
It's locked. Do you want to try to break it open or?
Let me check. Do I have? No, we don't have anything that would be. I guess I'll try to bust it open.
All right.
Let's see here.
And do your
65 strength. No, that's a 93. Maybe push it and try to throw my shoulder up against it.
You can try, sure.
All right. Yeah, no, I'll maybe take damage or make noise or something if I fail. I got a 38, so I passed.
Okay. So you hit it once, it doesn't bust. You hit it the second time, and it does bust. It still makes noise when you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys managed to get in on the second level. Just as you hear that thing coming around the corner down below. Now, covertly, if you look out a crack in the door, you can see that this cone thing stops kind of in the front of the building, and it suddenly makes this very odd sort of piping noise, almost musical. It's loud, and it's really odd. And as it does this, a couple more of these giant cone things come out of the theater and move to the front. And also maybe a dozen of the shamblers come out of the back of the theater with them and move around to the front. And then after a couple of seconds, they all seem to split up and go off into the city like they're looking for you.
Well, I guess then maybe we hopefully can do some exploring inside here while they're out there. Let's try to see what we can find around here. Maybe let's look for Artie, you know, or see where he's at.
All their base or belong to us.
Indeed.
All right.
Artie, are you in here?
Don't yell yet.
I'm just saying, are you in this room, Artie? Are you in this
It's
room?
like a little hallway.
Yeah. I'm like in the next room. Like, are you in the next room, Arnie?
Are you gonna yell?
No, I'm not gonna yell, but I'll whisper like through the doorway. I guess.
Whisper yell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. You don't get any answers.
Yeah, I guess
But
we'll.
you are kind of assaulted once again with that antiseptic sort of smell.
I want to follow the smell, unless it's like
everywhere.
all over where
It's all over the place.
Are we
guess,
front of house or back of house?
Or building.
Are we
Yeah.
the
You're
audience side?
kind
or
of
the-
side. You're kind of side of house.
Okay.
This is obviously like the catwalk area.
Okay.
There's probably offices up here, which is
Okay.
what you're near. And you do find doors going to catwalks going out into the theater proper.
Let's start looking for Arnie.
All right.
Look for something.
The rooms up here are odd because when you open the doors, there's nothing in them. They're just
What?
rectangles with no
weird.
furniture, nothing. The details here are kind of simple. The doorknobs are just like balls. And you're definitely hearing noise, and the noise is coming from the theater. There's no question that it's coming from the theater.
I'll like whisper to the rest of them. Like, do you guys want to follow the noise?
Yeah, let's go. Let's
Sure.
be quiet.
All right. So you get to one of the doors that leads onto a catwalk, and it's got a glass door in it, and you look out onto the catwalk, and there's things down below. There's definitely more of these conical things, and you're also seeing what look like colored lights. You can see flashes of color and stuff like that from down below. But unless you actually go out onto the catwalk, or at least open the door and go out a little bit, you can't really see that much.
I'll sneak out
All right.
onto a catwalk.
You quietly open the door. It's got felt-like structures on it so that it makes no noise when it opens and closes. And you look down, and what you see is all of the seats in the theater have been torn out and shoved into the back. There's literally like little mountains of the chairs in the corners. The whole center of the room has been cleared out, and there are a number of very bizarre sci-fi machines, if you will, that are popping and buzzing, and lights are flashing on them in color. And in the center there are what look like metal tables, a number of them, and most of them have people on them. And these giant conical things, they seem to be there. There's a ball-shaped appendage that has it has 3 large eyes on it. It has tentacles that hang down from it and horns on the top. It has its big claw hands up above its head, and they are clicking like maracas clicking. And then this other sort of tube just sort of hangs in the back. But with these tentacles on their heads, they seem to have medical instruments, and they are carefully dissecting these people and then putting them back together not very well. They're creating these shambler things. You can all do sanity rolls.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, I can.
That's a failure. That's a 70.
97. Nope.
Am I rolling?
67. No.
Okay.
What's the damage?
You can all do 1d6.
All right.
As you're seeing this, it's
Wow.
literally tearing people apart. And the
Yeah.
people are alive.
Oh, okay. I'm taking 4 more, going to 43.
Yeah, I just lost
Yep.
6.
38.
Oh no!
Okay.
I'm down to 41 out of 50.
How about you? How about you, Brian?
I got 48. Or, yeah, I think it was. I don't know,
How many-
38 out of 50.
How many did you lose? Oh, you passed.
Oh no. I have 38 out of 50 sanity because I lost 4.
Oh, you lost
Sorry.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
But you lost, Rick. You lost 6.
Yeah.
Rick, do an intelligence roll.
Oh, no.
Here it comes.
84. I blew it.
Okay, that's good.
That's good. You wanted to
good.
fail it. All right. So you just take the
Wonderful.
damage, and you're terrified and shaken by what you've seen. But you don't yell. Nobody yells out or screams. I'll do another roll, a spot hidden roll.
Yeah, we're all kind of like silently like, oh! Oh, I got a
42.
7. I got a 7.
Okay.
Got a 42 regular pass.
Those of you who
I have a
pass.
50. I'm going to spend 13 points to
Okay.
get that. I feel this might be important.
All right. And Daniel?
I got a 42, so I passed just
Okay.
basically.
All right, you all passed. As you're looking at this, the horror of what they're doing, dissecting and playing around with body parts and sticking them back together, and you see all this bizarre, organic sort of machinery and slime all over the floor. You notice over towards one side, from the ceiling, part of this machine comes down like almost like a stalactite from the ceiling, and it comes down to a point, and there's a long needle-like thing and a metal ball, and the ball is sort of glowing. And directly beneath that on a metal table is what looks like a book, a big book that looks about the size of Arnie's book. Only you can see that it's brilliantly colored, and it seems to be sort of glowing. As yeah, you can see it from here, how brilliantly it's colored, and it looks like it's detailed illustration in it. You get the impression that this machine is somehow picking it up, reading from it, or something. What do you want?
Oh, I did just pass my shelf. I went past my sanity threshold, by the way.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, all right.
You
But,
also notice in the machine, sort of plugged in next to it, is a plate, a blue plate-like
The disc.
object. Yes.
Okay. Look, it's the disc in the book. We've got to stop this somehow. I don't know. We got to do something, right?
Guys, it's like in Baylor G with the dimensional gate. Maybe this is a dimensional gate. He got the one delivered. He hooked it up on his end somehow. Got it near his book. This one's near that book.
Okay.
Oh, that was my favorite issue too.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
How did they destroy it though?
I don't remember.
I think they jettisoned it into space or something.
We can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
Maybe if we just take it out of the machine and I don't know.
Run?
Maybe I don't know.
Run with it?
But you have to find something to light it on fire. I don't know. Oh,
So the creature's kind of like below us, like below the level, right?
Right.
maybe one of us goes for the disc and then one goes for the book, and we try to destroy the disc and burn the book if we can. I don't know.
There are 3 of them downstairs doing their medical experiments.
I'd like to see if are there any like they have the sandbags or they have the stage lights. I think they like cut those down and maybe drop it on them.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna point it out to the rest of the group just to make sure, it's not a terrible idea.
Okay, so maybe you drop sandbags on him while we go try to take care of this, or I don't know.
Or does the man with the gun start a distraction?
Okay, so you do the sandbags and then you start shooting.
Or do I shoot at the desk and destroy the desk?
Oh, I think if a bullet won't break it, nothing will.
Okay, yeah, maybe we get ready to use the sandbags, and then you could start shooting the disc or the book or both.
I think you'll do more damage to a desk. The desk might shatter. In a book, you're just gonna put a hole in it, right?
Right. I mean, I'm just saying, maybe by shooting the thing, we can disrupt the machine or whatever this is. I don't know. It's worth a try. It sounds like some comic book logic to me.
All right.
So maybe could Brian and I get in position to maybe drop sandbags on like 2 of them, and then maybe he can shoot the book at the same time? Like we sort of do a coordinated
I think
attack?
you can do that. I'm not sure. Well, the sandbags are pretty big and heavy, probably 50 pounds.
I mean, it might just, I don't know, it might just stun them. It might actually, I don't know. We'll have to see. Perhaps you should try shooting the book first, and then at the same time as the gunshot, we'll drop the bags to hopefully slow them down.
That's fine. However you guys want to do it.
Hold on. My character's, I don't know if I would have to make an intelligence roll, but I think we got in with that book, so that book might be on the way out.
Right, so that's why we destroy the disc and we go for the book.
What if the disc is powering the book?
Yeah, but he's reading from the book. Who the fuck knows what they're doing here?
But the disc was separated when we came in, I think.
Right. Maybe like putting the disc with it. I don't know. Shoot the disc. He's just gonna throw his hands in the air, shoot the disc.
At the moment, you are like 50 feet from it because you're up in the in the rafters.
Yeah.
Shit.
Maybe
you need to get closer. Maybe you need to get closer.
We'll do an idea roll, or one of you do an idea roll.
Who's got the highest?
I actually made it.
Okay. Well, that's
all
good.
right. Never mind.
All of the chairs in this whole room have been shoved over to the side. There's a mountain of chairs. There's actually a lot of places where you could sort of hide and work your way around inside the theater to get way close to where the book
Then
is.
maybe we drop the sandbags and then you shoot it from up close.
I can sneak down there.
All right.
All right. Sweet.
All right. So Rick, you're going to go back in down the stairs. And you come out in the foyer. Now, when you come out in the foyer, you can see those 2 guys outside.
Right.
But you don't see anyone else outside. You can see through the glass doors.
Right.
You get to the door for the theater, and the theater doors are all closed, but they're just there's no locking mechanism on it.
Right. How bright is it out in the lobby, though?
It's actually fairly dark. It's like the electricity's not really on.
Okay, so opening that door isn't going to cause a lot of light to come in where they're going to say, oh, and they're going to notice?
Right. Hopefully not.
So I will take one of, if it's what I'm imagining it, it's several doors. I'll take one on maybe the far right near one of those piles.
You gotta remember, it's black and white. It's harder to see light in black and white.
It's true.
That makes sense. So, all right. So you manage to open that door and slip into the theater, and you're near the piles and piles of chairs. The smell is pretty bad. Do a luck roll to get around over near the disc.
You got it. Fingers crossed, boys.
Fingers crossed.
Okay. No, I rolled a 76. Not even close. Right.
So what happens is you're making your way over there, and all of a sudden, you must have touched one of the chairs or bumped into it or whatever. But there's all of a sudden this little avalanche of chairs that
Oh,
comes
shit.
raining down. You guys hear it from
Yeah.
upstairs.
Can we try to drop the
Drop the
sandbags on 'em?
bags.
Yeah, drop the sandbags.
All right.
Shut-
Now, at the most, you're going to be able to drop 2 sandbags.
Right. So
Yeah.
I do one and Brian does one. So that'll be 2 out of 3 maybe to slow him down.
All right. Why don't you do like a brawl roll?
Wrong.
All that for, I don't know, maybe luck. Would you do luck
Or strength or brawl or something.
We'll do. How about luck? Because it's luck to
Okay.
see if you.
All right. I got a pretty good
sure.
luck. I have 41.
I got a 16.
23.
16.
23.
Okay.
Hey.
So you both got better rolls than I did.
Woo.
So
Bought you some time.
You both let go of the rope, and the bag comes down and crashes down onto 2 of these things, which they end up sort of sliding to the side. The body that they've got on the metal table sort of falls off. There's crashing. The one that was not injured immediately turns to them and starts moving towards them to sort of help them.
Yeah.
Help them put things back. And Rick, you are literally 10 feet from this contraption, and you realize that the disc seems to be sitting in a little slot and sort of turning slowly, like a CD or a record player.
Shoot it.
Change the plan, boys.
Shoot it.
Like a record, baby.
What?
We're gonna grab it and pull it out.
God. Wait. Betrayal. Betrayal.
That might be a better idea, though.
All right, so you grab the disc, and it just comes out in your hand. It doesn't feel particularly heavy.
Okay.
And the second you pull it out, this whole machine above you seems to start to power down. The blinking lights stop. This conical thing coming down, the glow from it starts to go, but the book remains extremely brightly colored. But the book is just sitting there on the table. So you guys see this happen. You see them grab the disc, and he's standing next to the book. What do you guys do?
Is there any way we could I know you said there's like a mountain of chairs. Does it reach up to the scaffolding at all, or
No, not that high.
All right.
How much would it be between the chairs and the scaffolding?
You're having the same idea I'm having?
Jump for it.
Oh, I think you'd really injure yourself. You'd be dropping 30 feet down.
All right. I guess I'll start running for the stairs to catch up with them.
Wood.
All right.
Are there like ropes? Because like the sandbags are attached by ropes. Are there any like loose ropes that maybe I can tie onto the scaffold?
You're gonna try to climb down a rope?
I guess so. Yeah.
I'm
just
running for the
slide
stairs.
down it.
I mean, you
I'm
can
running
do-
for the stairs.
You can
Well,
try
are
that
the
if
stairs?
you
Are
want.
the stairs like between me, like the monster? Like I guess are the stairs on the other side of the monsters like farther from the book? or
The
closer?
stairs are going to take you down into the lobby,
Yeah. I'm going the long way.
just the same way that Rick went.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just one floor down. So
All right. Yeah. I guess I'll just do that.
All right.
I'll chase Cody.
So the 2 of you run down the stairs. You get into the lobby, and you can see into the theater that the creatures are moving around as if they're confused. And you can see Rick over by the side door, which you can get to really quickly, actually.
Yeah. Let's try to get to the book because maybe the book got us in this. Maybe the book and the disc can get us out of it.
All right. So the 3 of you, the 2 of you emerge from the door next to where Rick is. He's got the disc, and the book is sitting there. And by this point, the creatures have seen you. At least one of them has. And it begins piping this strange piping noise into the air. And you see one of them sort of reach for medical instruments, which it immediately starts moving towards you guys.
I'm
Not
gonna
particularly fast.
We try to grab the book.
Yeah. I'm just
Okay.
gonna like, grab onto
Yeah.
a piece of it. Try to flip the pages. Just.
Why don't you do
open
a dex roll, Cody, to see if you grab it?
Yeah, I got a 33. So
Okay.
yeah, I think it's a hard or no regular. regular.
All right. So you grab up the book.
Let's go.
By the way, the back doors are wide open, so
Right.
it's fairly you could easily run out as
Book
long as there's
disc,
nobody
go.
around. All right. So you run out the back. You've got the book and the disc. You can hear the piping of these things, and you can hear them scraping on the ground, moving towards you. But you're much faster than they are. Where do you want to go?
Just somewhere we can sort of
Far
hide
away.
out for a second. Yeah, and maybe try to mess with the book and the disc.
All right.
A little distance between us.
As soon as you get out onto the street again, you can see now that the shamblers that are on the porch, they're heading towards you. And you can also see down the street, there are a few more of these cone creatures with shamblers that they seem to be able to hear this piping noise, and they're all starting to converge in your direction. But you guys are pretty fast. And there are buildings all around you.
1 second. Let the cat out.
So, I'll wait until he gets back to.
Cat break.
Yep.
Sorry, I had to let my cat out. Sorry.
That's
All right.
okay. That's okay.
Yeah. So they're all around us. And if I flip through the book, does that do anything real quick? Because we're sort of walking.
When you flip through the book, you're seeing a completely different story than what was in there originally. Still looks like Artie's work. It's ridiculously brightly colored. It almost hurts your eyes to look at it. And you can all do a perception roll. Maybe not perception. Do a spot hidden, but it's really perception. I'm going for it.
57. That's 7 over, so I'm going to spend 7 luck.
87. That's not a no for me.
Yeah, I'll spend 7 luck too.
Okay.
You guys see anything? Well, I don't know.
What happens is when you flip the pages, it makes you feel odd. It's almost like your skin crawls a little bit when you're flipping the pages, almost as if somebody is breathing down the back of your neck when you flip the pages. It stops the second you stop flipping the pages. These things are heading in your direction. There are, as I say, there are buildings around you. None of these buildings could those conical things get into. The entrances are human.
Let's pick one of the tall ones and run to the top and make our way to the top floor. And we could maybe barricade the door, and those shambler things seem really slow, and we could probably beat them in a fight.
Maybe.
Right.
Depends how many there are. So yeah, I guess we'll try to barricade up, and then we'll mess around with the book and the disc.
All right. So you run over to the new Crocker building. You can see that it goes up into the distance, and maybe after 10 floors, there's no more windows.
Right.
Once again, you realize the same thing with the elevators. The elevators are going to be moving extremely slowly. So going up the stairs is really your only option. So now it's a matter of stamina. How many floors are you going to try to go up before you're exhausted?
Couple, maybe 5, 10, and then we'll stop there.
That is good. As long as we watch out the stairwell, we should be okay.
Okay. The only thing that you notice with each floor that you go up, the less detail there is. So when you're finally on the 5th floor, it's almost like you're in a very simple drawing. Everything has black lines where the edges are, and there's no real details. But it is a room with a door.
We barricade the door with something to the stairwell.
There's nothing in there to barricade it with.
All right. I don't know. Let's see. If we take the book and we put touch the book to the page, or the disc to the book, does that do anything?
Nothing.
I guess maybe what happens if we go ahead.
What is the story about in the book? What can we tell from a quick glance through?
Well, it's insane. It seems to be about a race of creatures that take over entire worlds by transferring their consciousnesses into the inhabitants and either obliterating or stranding the consciousnesses somewhere else. You can all do sanity rolls for looking at the books.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a 70.
42.
That sounds about right. That's a fail.
Fail.
It's a big fail.
Fail
Right,
for myself as well.
That is a 1d6 for a fail.
Yeah. There it is. There's the 5.
Same 5.
Oh
boy.
I made my sanity this time.
Okay.
What's a Yithian?
So Cody and Brian, you can do intelligence rolls.
Yeah. Yeah, let's
Let's
see.
hope I'm stupid.
I'm not. I'm saying 65. That's a 10. That's a 10. It's an extreme success on that intelligence roll. Yeah, sanity.
Okay.
What's that? Who needs to be sane?
Cody, roll a 1d8.
All right. Here we go.
63, by the way.
Fun
My sanity's a
tables.
60.
Fun tables.
By the skin of my teeth.
5. It'll be 5 again.
Ooh.
5 for you. Brian,
Uh-oh.
did you pass your intelligence or fail?
I failed by 3.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so you're fine. Cody, roll another 1d8.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Put this
Yeah,
too
right?
far away on my wall.
Tables for tables. 2 this time.
Cody, as you're standing there, you gain a psychosomatic illness. You completely lose your hearing.
What?
There's nothing. So Cody starts yelling, and he can't hear anything.
No, dude.
What's going on?
Tom,
Yeah. So what do you guys do?
this is fucked up. So I'm going to take the first page of the book and I'm going to see if I can just rip it out.
All right.
Uh-oh.
When you grab the first page of the book, or a page of the book, and you rip it, everything around you vibrates. There's a sound outside that sounds like thunder or a bomb going off, and a huge sort of rip-tearing noise, but like like the sound of a jet engine tearing through the sky.
Oh.
I'm looking at the others like, what do you hear? What? What's going on? What's going on?
You do some
I'm
more?
going to do another one. Yep.
All right. You do another one, and suddenly the room that you're in is half sheared away, and you
Holy
find
shit.
yourself, hanging on a building, and half the universe seems to have been ripped away, and there's nothing but white there in the void.
I'm going to try to grab the book away from Rick. Don't do that again!
What if we held on to the disc and ripped the book up? Maybe that would return us to where we came from.
Are you
Or
saying
we're
that
lost.
out loud, or?
Yeah,
Just
no,
thinking
I'm
it.
saying that out loud.
Yeah,
What?
I'm definitely taking the book from you.
What?
This just sounds like a bad idea.
Cody, you have that for 6 rounds.
Okay.
We don't have any good ideas. I don't think we have any. We don't have any good options. I don't know what to do here.
Wait, should we bring it back to? I'm gonna say this in character. Should we bring it back to his apartment? Did he have the paint there? I don't know. Maybe if we deface it with paint, something might happen.
Did he have was there a book in his apartment when we came over?
Well, yeah,
Was
there
there
was
Yeah.
the book that you were looking at when everything turned gray.
Maybe if
The
we
Magnum
bring,
Opus.
maybe if we bring this to the Magnum Opus, we can get home.
Oh, but it disappeared once you were in Gray World.
But now you have, yeah. now we have the book though. So we have the two of the things. We just got to go back to the apartment maybe.
What if I touch the disc to the... Wait, maybe we should all touch the book and touch the disc and press them together just to see if that brings us back?
What are you doing?
Nothing happens.
Stop ripping out pages!
All right, Cody, your hearing starts to come back by now.
I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, I think I could hear you a little bit. What'd you say? You were fun? This isn't fun. Oh, you're done. Okay, good. Yeah, that's good. It's good that you're done.
I'm losing my mind.
I already lost my mind.
Ooh,
Damn it.
I'm not too far off of that myself.
I'm going to kick him in the nuts when I see him.
Oh, poor Arnie.
Reasonable.
Look, let's. What are we gonna do? We've got the book. We've got the disc. What do we do?
I don't know.
Did he have anything in his apartment that was like kind of weird? Anything that you can put the circle thing in? Like, where do we find the circle thing?
The disc itself was weird.
Ooh, I have a praise. Would that mean like I could like see what material it's made out of?
You don't really know. You think ceramic, like a plate. Not very
Try to
thick,
shatter it.
fairly thin.
And I'm ready to shoot it again.
I don't think you ever did shoot it. I think you just took it out.
You did.
I'm ready again. Once again, I'm ready to shoot it.
All right. What are you going to do? You going to shoot it?
Well, they got mad at me last time I took the initiative, and I almost destroyed
We told you to shoot it.
Well, I thought maybe we needed to take... All right, I'm going to put it down on the ground, on the floor.
Okay.
I'm going to aim the 38 at it.
Right.
And bang!
Okay. I don't think that you need to roll for that because you're pointing right at it, almost point blank. Your gun goes off. There's a loud bang from the gun, and there's kind of a blue shattering sparkle, and everybody do dex rolls.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
I got 17, so my vision's fine. It's my hearing that's recovering.
7.
35 out of like 60.
All right, so you all made it.
Yeah.
All right. For a split second, it feels like you're falling, and then, ba-boom! You all hit the ground inside Arnie's apartment, and everything is back to color.
Do I have the book?
Everything is back to normal. The book's gone.
Fuck the book.
But Arnie is lying on the ground right next to you, and it looks like the back of his head has exploded, and he's dead. There's brain matter and skull bits here and there on the ground.
I'm just gonna be when I come back, I'll be like kind of like patting down everything, make sure I got everything, phone, keys, wallet, everything. Make sure I'm still like,
you're back to normal as if
physical.
none of this ever happened. But Arnie is dead on the floor, and it looks like his head exploded from the inside out.
I think we just blew his mind. Quite literally.
And that's really the end of our story. The aftermath of what happens to you when the police arrive.
Yeah, right? Like, okay, look, we can explain this, okay? Have you ever played the game Comic Zone for Sega Genesis? Look.
So
I was going to say, like...
here's an explanation for you. And it's so bizarre that you said Yethians before we even started.
I know! Because when you said that, I was like, the Conicles with the
There is one more finishing scene to this story. So whatever happens to you, there's probably an investigation. You may, in fact, even be tried for murder.
Manslaughter or something.
Whatever happens to you.
Psych ward, probably.
As our final scene, some point, maybe a couple of weeks after all of this has happened, there is a young and starving artist on the other side of town who hears his doorbell ring, and he goes and he answers the door, and there is a package from eBay, which he opens up, and there is a large blue ceramic disc, which he didn't order.
Oh, no!
Subject for your consideration.
That's the end of our.
Oh no!
A small, simple package delivered out of nowhere.
Right. So the concept is that the Yithians, we all know those from our Lovecraft stories, that they do all this mind transference stuff.
Wow.
In this case, they've done a different kind of experiment. They want to experiment on humans, see if they're useful for whatever they might need them for. So they've opened up a little pocket universe, and they've done this by sending a control disk to an artist, somebody with a big imagination.
Right.
Arnie received one of these, and as soon as he received it, his sort of block, since he was having difficulty in coming up with new ideas, suddenly went away, and he became just obsessed with his brilliant ideas, and he started doing his Magnum Opus, which was really all of this information about the origins of the Yithians, I mean, millennia ago. And but it was constantly feeding him this information, and when you got there, he was full. His brain was completely full of information, and they kept pounding it and sending him more information, and he was like, it's full. I can't fit anymore in my head. And the Yithians then extracted him from that world.
Oh no.
And they were continuing to do experiments on him. I'm sorry, that's not what happened. What happened is you got extracted and pulled into this fantasy world.
Right.
And they had been doing this with other people as well, which they were then experimenting on, and they were making into the Shamblers. And all the Shamblers were doing is seeing if anybody else arrived so that they could alert the Yithians, who would come and take you and do experiments on you. They didn't know you had arrived. So that's what you kind of walked into.
Wow.
What happened was when you shattered the disc, you broke the connection, and you literally busted out of Arnie's head,
brain,
which caused his head to explode. Arnie was the victim. He didn't really have anything to do with this at all. All right, so let me go ahead and finish up. Our players included John Dos Passos, David Kennedy, and Daniel Bradshaw, with myself as the keeper of the secrets. We're currently producing up to 4 shows a week with music and sound effects added in post-production in order to create a richer listener experience. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. The costs involved with the show are provided almost entirely by our patrons. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. If you'd also like to support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 or $2 a month helps us a lot. You can find a link in the description below. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Tom Rayleigh, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft, the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck, good gaming.